Hello everyone, my name's David Edgar, I'm the host of Heart and Hand, the Rangers podcast, and I'm joining you tonight from Ibrox after Rangers' 2-1 win over Union Saint-Galois has put us through to the last 8 of the Europa League. Yes, the bookies said there was a 7% chance of it happening. A lot of things had to fall for Rangers to do it, and they did, and we're through. So it's absolutely fantastic to have achieved it. And I think that right at the start, I just want to say, because of a lack of domestic success, I think sometimes we underrate what we're achieving in Europe. We are now in the last 16 again, and we are one tie away from another European quarter-final, and that's remarkable. I mean, I grew up with Rangers teams that had money, loads of domestic success, but were not good at all in Europe. What we're doing now on the budget that we're on and the budget that the sides were coming up against on is truly remarkable. You add into the fact that the draw, the way that this draw can be now, where you don't all play the same teams, 4 of our opponents are in the top 8, and of the other 3 opponents, 2 made it into the playoffs. So we didn't have it easy at all, and we've got there with guts, resilience, and tonight a wee bit of luck, I think, if we're being honest, because USG missed an awful lot of chances. Rangers were dealt a blow early on when Leon King, our defence was already makeshift with Leon King at right back and Tav at centre back. Leon King had to go off after having problems with his vision, and Ross McCausland, a winger, had to play at right back. And in the first half, both sides had chances. Rangers took the lead with a corner. Short corner, and Tav whipped in a beauty of a boy, put in a couple of really superb crosses tonight, and it was headed home by Nico Raskin at the back post. USG thought they'd equalised, but it was ruled out correctly for offside after a long VAR check, and Cyril Dessers thought he'd put his 2-0 up, but he was flagged for offside. It was tight. Both of them were tight, but both of them, obviously, we've got to trust that they were right. I felt we were rocking a wee bit as half time came, and the first 5 minutes of the second half, how USG didn't score, I have no idea. First of all, a gilt edge chance they missed, then they came forward, the striker rounds the keeper, he slots it home, but Tav somehow gets back and blocks it, and even then when they recycle it, he's 4 yards out, he scoops it over the bar, and we were riding our luck. But then Cyril Dessers, who was fantastic, that was his best all-round performance for Rangers tonight, holding the ball up, his work rate, occupying the centre backs, all the things that I've criticised him for. He was terrific tonight, and tonight he gets the ball in his own half, drove down the wing, takes his man on, beats him, gets to the byline, and then doesn't panic, just cuts it back intelligently for Vasa Czerny, and he calmly finishes past the goalkeeper. And that's what I like about Czerny. He was back tonight, clearly wasn't 100% fit, but he makes things happen, he does things, he contributes, and he did it again tonight. And after that, Rangers actually were brave in our substitutions. There was a lot of youngsters came on, Paul and Seals, Zach Lovelace, etc. Great to see John Souttar come back as well, and he slotted in at the back. And it looked as though we were going to ride it out reasonably comfortably, but USG rallied with a few late chances, a couple of misses that were unbelievable, and then they did score, and it's another mistake, unfortunately, by Jack Butland. It's a set piece, balls, and we've got a high line, and it's a header from 15 yards, and it loops over the goalkeeper. He should save it. I've seen it back. I don't think I'm being harsh. I think he'll be upset when he sees that. And then there were other chances for USG, I've got to say. Cyril Dessers had one as well, but we held out, and then the news came in of Anderlecht's loss, and we are through, and I just think it's brilliant. €5 million Rangers earned tonight by finishing in that position, as well as the victory tonight. And in a season that's had a lot of lows, this is a high, and it's one I think that we've the right to enjoy, and one that we should enjoy. And I think the manager deserves a bit of criticism. As you know, if you watch these videos, I've been very critical of him, but he has stayed calm, and he got his reward tonight, and he has brought through some good young players, there's no doubt about that this season, and we're seeing more of them being introduced into the side. I sincerely hope that this extra €5 million, which there's no way that was budgeted for, he's allowed to spend, be it now or in the summer, because he's the one that's earned it, or the team are the ones that have earned it, and I think that it's important to reinvest that into the side. But great night, loved it, loved hearing I'm feeling it belting it at Ibrox, and I love the fact now that any time Rangers come into European competition, I look at it and think, yeah, we can do something here. We potentially face Anderlecht, Bodo Glimt, Fenerbahce or Twente in the next round. don't care. Bring any of them here. Yeah, they're good sides. Clearly, they wouldn't be at this stage of the competition if they weren't. But none of them will want to play us, and none of them will want to come here. Another big night at Ibrox awaits. Thanks for listening, folks. I'll talk to you again on Sunday after we take on Ross County here again. Have a great weekend, everybody. On the Bears.